Vivian. Welcome to Mystical Adventures, where we explore all things mystical, healing, creative, and inspiring. Thank you so much for joining me this day in September after Labor Day. I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. If you're here in the States, we celebrated this thing called Labor Day. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a great end of the season. Welcome to today's show. We're going to be exploring ways to get unstuck, ways to get unstagnant, and that's not a word, I made it up, but we're gonna unstagnate some things, and we're gonna talk about a approach that I have talked about before, using opposites as a way to enhance creativity and innovation. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what I mean by that in this show. I thought I would pull a tarot card for this week ahead, share with you the Spirit Helper message for the week ahead, and talk with you about some ways to get the energy flowing for more inspiration and creativity. So this card is wanting to pop out. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords is the card for this week, September 7th, 2021. And the energy for the Two of Swords is about making decisions. It's actually about stagnation. And it offers wisdom about how to break through stagnation. If you're stuck in a rut, in a stalemate, if you're coming to a fork in the road and you're not sure which way to go, the Two of Swords guides you to focus on your decisiveness, take a risk, make a decision, weigh both sides, and make the best decision you can, letting go of perfectionism. Sometimes there is no perfect decision, and we tune into our intuition, we assess the logic, we listen to our body, we make a plan, and we stir it all together in a pot. And whatever comes up is the decision we make, and it's the best decision we can make. So the Two of Swords is guiding you, my friend, this week. Don't overthink things. Do your best to make the best decision possible. And remember to always call on higher guidance. You can always call on God, Spirit, Divine Mother, Divine Spirit and Soul. Your angels and guides are there to help you as well. You can call upon them and ask them for help and guidance for making a decision and breaking through this stagnation or this stalemate. We're going to be talking a little bit more about this topic today. So what an appropriate card to pop up for today's show. You might notice that you're having opportunities to think about things a new way or make decisions or break through mental obstacles this week. And speaking of mental matter, who should be the Spirit Helper to come bestow a message this week to me and you, my lovely audience, but Archangel Metatron. Every week I open myself up to a higher consciousness, angel guide, Spirit Helper, and channel a message to you for helping to understand the energies and how to navigate the energy for the week ahead. This week, Archangel Metatron came back. Metatron has offered a message a couple of weeks or months ago about telling your own story. And Archangel Michael, maybe that was a Freudian slip. He's with us too. Archangel Michael and Metatron. Metatron, I think, really likes my show and loves to share messages, and I welcome him. He has to do with, if you study the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah at all, he's associated with the highest Sephirah, the crown, and he's associated with higher consciousness. He is associated with prayer and higher thought, expanded awareness. And he can help you to tap into your higher mind, to shift from the lower mind and the logic and the egoic power struggles and lower three-dimensional thinking and shift to upper four-dimensional, five-dimensional, ... 6, 7, 8. Expanded thinking, expanded consciousness, bringing in that super consciousness into our mind. So this is a message I channeled right before the show from Archangel Metatron for the week ahead. mind control. You are able to control the recesses of your mind, and you are able to control the different layers of your mind as you learn to let go of extraneous information and attitudes that do not belong in your consciousness. I can teach you to retrain your brain and the mind that inhabits it to understand the process related to your own manifestation and how thinking relates to this. I can help you understand the flow of information and how to choose thoughts wisely that will help move them in a flow of wisdom. Wisdom is thinking expanded and exalted. Wisdom is the natural state of your being, and understanding how to use your mind to help you uncover the wisdom that is innately within you is what I can teach you today. Take note of when your mind seems to go in an extraneous direction that is not in accordance with the topic you are asking it to reflect on. This extraneous information can show you if your thoughts are helping you to expand upon the subject matter and problems you want to solve, or if this unexpected direction your thoughts take is really your mind playing tricks on you. In other words, you can train your mind to operate for you instead of against you. You don't have to let it run wild and create rivers and streams of thoughts and ideas that lead to lower vibrations. These can lead to chaos, confusion, lower vibrational thoughts and action, and they're connected with lower vibrational thoughts that are common on this planet. Take charge of your mind. You are the creator behind your mind, and you are able to use your mind in accordance with your will. Focus your intention on using your mind to work for you towards your intentions, and notice when your mind gets off track. This may be because your mind is taking an unexpected direction that is helpful in offering information, intuitions, insight, and awareness that you are not aware of and is leading you to a place, in fact, related to your goals and well-being. However, if you notice that your mind is going in a direction that seems to lead nowhere, use your intention to refocus your thoughts so that it can help you manifest your desires by thinking thoughts in alignment with your will. I love that message from Metatron. Thank you, Metatron, for relaying that. The idea of paying attention to your thoughts and your thought patterns really has to do with the law of attraction and choosing your thoughts as a way to create your reality. And remember, you're the thinker behind the thoughts. You're the consciousness behind the thoughts. And it's up to you to be the leader, to take the reins, to steer your mind in a direction that is in accordance with what you want to create. Sometimes, if I feel Archangel Metatron is guiding us in this week's message, if you are opening yourself up to higher consciousness, you're opening yourself up to angelic, divine, spirit helper guidance and support, you might find that you set your intention to use your mind to create in a positive way and to create your reality into being in a positive way. And you're open to molding that and shaping that in accordance with divine will, in accordance with spirit. And you might notice that your mind is taking you in an unexpected direction. It might be taking you in a direction because you're getting an intuition, you're getting some divine guidance of what ideas, thoughts might lead you to what your soul really wants to create. So if you can allow your mind to do that, it can be a beautiful thing. And we're going to talk a little bit about opening your mind to unexpected ideas. But the other thing I feel Archangel Metatron guiding us about is paying attention to if your thoughts are moving in the opposite direction. Pay attention to if your thoughts are moving in a lower vibrational direction that really isn't leading you towards intuitions or innovations, but perhaps it's a worrier thought pattern. Perhaps it's a resentment thought pattern. Perhaps it's a self-denigration thought pattern. Any lower vibrational thought pattern that is making you feel more miserable might have a nugget of wisdom in there, and you can untangle it. But if you're thinking these things over and over again, anxious thoughts, worry thoughts, self-criticism thoughts, then they often lead to some negative feelings and emotions, and it's moving you in the opposite direction of where your higher mind really wants to go. So pay attention to these, and if your mind wanders off into these areas, then you just take the reins of that beautiful horse of your mind and you redirect it back to where you want to go. And if it's moving in a direction that is giving you innovation and intuition and awareness, follow it down. So I wanted to share with you a message today, some thoughts today about opening your mind to innovations by being open to different ways of thinking, different, even opposite approaches, ideas, consciousness. I just watched the biopic, Freddie Mercury biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody I think it was on Hulu. I thought it was a really great movie. And I believe there are a number of things in that film that are not exactly accurate when it comes to Freddie Mercury's life and the story of Queen. But you got to give directors some artistic liberty. It's a movie, not exactly a documentary. And so I'm not sure if this scene is historically accurate, but there's a scene in the movie where Freddie Mercury, not just a scene, but some things that happen in a movie where Freddie Mercury goes off to do his solo career in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, and then he spends some time away from the band. He comes back to the band and asks them to rejoin and to work on more music together. And he says to them, he realizes that he hired musicians to do exactly what he wanted them to do. And he said, but that's just the problem. He said, I need your pushback. I need your creative differences. I need you to give me your unique musical opinion and content and composition and thoughts and notes, because that's when I really create good music. And this really struck me as a universal truth, what Spirit wanted me to talk about in today's show. If we can open ourselves to the unexpected, the innovations, either coming from our own mind or from someone else, this is one of the things that can help you break out of that rut, break out of that stalemate, and to incorporate more of this life energy, more of this creativity, more of this joy into whatever it is that you're working on. If you're stuck at a project at work, or you're stuck in a relationship, or you don't know what decision to make, or you've been meaning to do something, but you haven't gotten the mojo to do it, you haven't figured out how to get yourself to do it or gather the resources to do it. One of the things you can do is, as Archangel Metatron was guiding us today, to allow your mind to take you in innovative directions as you call upon this higher consciousness. Set your intention to receive divine guidance and go into meditation, do some creative visualization. Allow yourself to go into reverie, to use your imagination after you've programmed it to give you some innovative ideas, to move into a direction that is perhaps unexpected, is perhaps not what you would have normally thought of. And you can even use this in dream work. You can program your dreams, another altered state. This altered state we enter every night, and you don't need any substances to get there. And you don't need any special skills. Program your higher self to give you guidance in your dreams about how to break through this stalemate. Notice what intuitions, awareness, unexpected ideas you get from your dreams. Another great way to break through a stalemate, to break through stagnant energy, is to, you guessed it, connect with others. And you might even think about connecting with other people who are very different than you, who are have different personalities, have different values and approaches, have different lifestyles, different ways of thinking and doing and practicing. You can read books or watch YouTube videos or go to lectures from people, by people, authors, lecturers, speakers who have ideas that are very different than yours on a subject matter. And you might find that it enhances your creativity, your ideas, gives you thoughts you haven't thought of before. Even when you just speak to another person, even if they're pretty similar to you, you're probably going to get other ideas because you're expanding what information that you're considering and what ideas you're considering by connecting with someone else who is not 100% like you, who isn't you. So this week, I want to encourage you to open your mind, expand your mind. This is really an expansion of the September general reading I did. I believe I pulled the Magician card and I felt a message come through for September is the opportunity to expand your mind and think in a different way. Try something new, try a new approach, try a new style, dress in a way you usually don't dress. Learn a skill that you never thought that you were interested in, just to switch up the energy. Maybe you hate carpentry, but you just decide to take a class in it just to switch up the energy. You might find that you actually like it. Strike up a conversation with someone you normally wouldn't strike up a conversation with and see how this enhances your ideas. Maybe the angels and spirit, your higher self, are speaking through that person. The most important thing is to set your intention, my friend. And as you set your intention, then you're tapping into inspired action and you go about and you do these things. You set your intention to move through that stagnation to more of a flow and more creating the manifestation and abundance you want. And then as you go out and meditate and do your dream work and do your journaling and make some art and you meet people and you go for a walk and you go to that lecture and you go on YouTube, you're going to be opening yourself to be directed to the right people, places, ideas that are going to help you break through that and get the innovative idea that you need. So many miracles happen when we open ourselves this way. I believe we have a caller waiting on the line. Rosie from Australia, is that right? Are you with us, Rosie?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Rosie. Welcome to my show. This is Ann Vivian speaking, and we're talking about opening our mind to innovation and higher consciousness. Do you have a practice for connecting with higher consciousness and getting new ideas?
I find that if I just sit somewhere quietly and maybe go to the beach, I find just the water, listening to the water, and just, I don't know, it seems to clear my mind and, yeah, make things a lot clearer, I guess, if I'm having difficulty.
Yes, the water. The water is such a powerful element to be around, to tap into that flow and to get the energy flowing, isn't it? And to tap into our intuition, cleansing.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
I love it.
It's amazing.
Well, Rosie,
yeah.
How may I help you tonight, my friend? Do you have a specific question?
I'm actually wondering, my mum passed last week, and I'm just hoping that she's doing okay and that she's with my dad. Hope.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to hear about her passing. That is very difficult, and to lose your mother, I'm really sorry, and it's so fresh. I would be happy to tune in and see if I can connect. And it may be that I'm able to connect with her. It may be someone else is there as well. So let me just go ahead and tune in. There'll be a moment of silence as I tune in, and I'll tell you what I'm picking up. Okay?
Thank you.
So, Rosie, as I tune into your energy, I get the feeling you are a blast to be around, that you're very cheerful, and usually, I know you're going through a difficult time, but that you're usually very cheerful and upbeat, and that you're also very, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you loyal. You're a very loyal person. And yes, and beautiful, beautiful, cheerful, life of the party, loyal person. I love your energy. So I'm tuning into your mom, and the spirit that I see around you is, tell me if this sounds like your mom. I'm sensing a female energy. She's more reserved and takes more of a backseat.
Yeah.
And yeah. So this lovely woman spirit, it's like she liked to host parties, but she would be more in the background. Yeah. So I feel her spirit around you, and she's very much wanting to continue to look after you and take care of you. And I feel like she is very aware of your sadness.
Yeah.
I feel like it was her time, but she really, in a way, wasn't ready, and she wasn't, rather, some people are very at peace and they're ready to go, and I don't think she was quite there. I feel like she wanted to stay. She didn't want to go, but she realizes it was her time now that she's on the other side. And I think she just wanted to spend more time with you and the family, and she cherishes you quite a great deal. Can I get her first name?
Estelle.
Estelle?
Yeah.
Estelle. Beautiful name. So I'm tuning into Estelle's energy. Did she like to play some games with you? Or I feel like there's something with toys or playing games that she liked to play games with kids in the family or you. It may have been outside. Does that make any sense?
When I was young. When I was young.
She might. Okay, she might be showing a memory of that to you.
Card game.
I'm trying to ask Estelle what other messages she has for you, or something to make sure that you know that it's her. Does she like to play card games?
Loves playing card games.
Yeah, she's showing me cards. That might be what she's trying to say, game, and I was thinking maybe her playing games. So she wants to show you the cards to let you know that it's her. That was a detail to make sure you know that it's her. So I feel like Estelle, she's wanting to say, like, don't give up on a relationship. You can still cultivate this relationship with her, even though she's on the other side. You can connect with her. You can connect with her by just being present. It seems like I'm hearing stories. I'm not sure exactly what she meant by that, but she either liked to read or tell stories, or there's something with book stories. What does she mean by that?
Lots of stories.
She loves stories.
Usually the same ones over and over again.
She would tell them. So she's saying, connect with me through the stories, Rosie, and connect with me by keeping the stories alive, telling your own stories, telling her stories, telling her your stories, and to know that she is always around you. She cares about you so deeply, Rosie. And I feel like, her message is, don't give up. I'm still here. I'm still with you. I connect with you, throughout the day. And as you reach out to her, she's reaching back. Okay. So we're coming to the end of the show, but I really appreciate you calling in, Rosie, and I sure hope that was helpful.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Again, I'm so sorry for your loss, and blessings to you as you heal. And remember, our loved ones are still there. They're just on the other side. All right?
Okay,
So
thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. I want to thank you, my lovely listeners and viewers, for tuning in to Mystical Adventures today. If you're in the Connecticut area, I will be at Wellness and Psychic Fairs this month. So check out my upcoming fairs on my Facebook page and website. And also don't forget to check out September Tarot Messages by Sign, by Zodiac Sign on my YouTube channel. That's Creative Psyche Studio. So the messages for this upcoming month, according to your sign, are on my YouTube channel, Creative Psyche Studio. And that's also my Facebook page, where you can find out more about the fairs I will be in and the fabulous groups and workshops that I will be conducting in the future. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Have a great week. Blessings.